Hello. If you're watching this, thank you for being here. This video is going to be a functional series of stretches for athletes and cyclists. And in particular, I'm making this video for everyone who's participating in the MS150. And hopefully you save this. It serves as a useful reference material for you moving forward. We're just going to be going over 15 minutes of stretches and exercises that will be useful for keeping you loose and limber and aid in recovery. My name is Amanda. I'm so happy that you're here. As with any kind of movement, practice, exercise, listen to your body and stop and start as needed. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And again, thank you for being here. So we'll get started coming down to a comfortable seated position. And we'll begin with some neck releases. So just letting your head release from one side to the other. You want to create space between the shoulder and the ear. So if you're pulling your shoulder up to ear, relax. Breathe down into your belly. Take an inhale and an exhale. Lift the head up and do the same thing on the other side. Again, notice if you have your shoulder pulled up, relax your shoulder down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Again, on the other side, shoulder relaxes down. Inhale and exhale. Last time on the other side, relax the shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Take your right arm and your left arm cross and grab for your shoulders like you're giving yourself a hug. Pull the shoulders forward. Send your head toward your elbows and expand your chest back. Breathe into the top of your chest. Take an inhale and an exhale. As you exhale, move the elbows away from the body. Again, inhale and exhale. Release the arms. Change the cross of the arms. Again, grabbing for the back of the shoulders. Elbows reaching away from the body. Head folds forward. Breathe into the top of the chest. Inhale and exhale. Keep on sending the elbows away from the shoulders. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Extend the fingers out in front of you. Point the fingers down. Keep the arm fully extended and lightly pull on the top of your fingers, stretching the wrists. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Same thing on the other side. Pulling gently across the top of the hand. Inhale and exhale. Arms fully extended. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Extend the arm out, soft side of the wrist pointed up, and gently pull back on the fingers. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Same thing on the other side, arm fully extended. Inhale, exhale. Hi, Coco. Inhale, exhale. Bring your feet into a butterfly position. Grab a hold of your feet, flutter the knees, keep on breathing. If you have props, you can slide them. These are triangles. You can slide them under your knees and press the knees down, pull yourself forward. If you don't have props, you can do this with whatever you have handy. You'll feel a deep stretch along that inner thigh. It is okay if your upper back rounds here. A couple more breaths. Take your hand, press on your thigh, hold your feet so you're creating length across this part of your back. Take a breath. And do the same thing on the other side. Hold on to your feet, press down onto the thigh, take a breath. So you should feel length in the side of the body. Again, one more time on this side. We use the breath to experience the lengthening. Last time, switching sides. All right, we're going to come into gate pose. So just dropping one knee down, kicking the other leg out, and coming up onto your side. If the floor is far away from you have any discomfort in the knee, you can put a prop under your hand or extra cushion under your knee. Reach up with both arms and stretch over. Take a breath. Bring it back up. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale, stretch over. So you're getting inner outer thigh and low back stretch here. Gate pose is a really functional pose. Good. And then we're just going to turn from here. You can use a triangle or a block underneath the knee or the thigh as you come into low lunge. Take the arms up, take a breath, sink the hips. Now keep back toes curled under, engage the glutes, press up. Extend both legs and lower back down. Again, press up. If you have a hard time balancing, you can extend the arms out or you can reach them down and lift up. So engaging the glutes and engaging the quad releases all of the tight back body tissue. Good. One more time, press up. Reach the arms up and we're going for a twist. So if you have a challenging time balancing here, you can drop the back foot and just twist. Look over your shoulder, bring the arms back up, split the arms open, look over your shoulder. So we're getting into the psoas here, another tight muscle that you'll experience from riding. This knee can also be bent. And last time, bring it up and twist. Good. Lower the knee back down. Lower back down into your butterfly. Grab a hold of your feet, flutter the knees. You should feel a very big difference from this hip to this other hip. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to kick the knee down, kick the leg out, find your gate pose. Your foot can be turned out, your toes can be turned up, or the blade of your foot can be down. Wherever you find balance here, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, stretch over. Your hand can be anywhere along the length of the leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, stretch over. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, stretch over. So we're just going to turn again. Hello, Titus. Placing a prop underneath the knee. Coming into this low lunge. So this, without props, this is what it would look like, right? So just sinking the hips and stretching the arms up. And curling the toes under, engaging the quad coming up and lowering down. So you actually want to feel the muscles engaging and turning on as you lift and lower 3 times. Exhale when there's effort. That's going to help you up. All right, and then going for a twist here. Again, if you feel like you're having a hard time balancing, drop the back foot, get rooted in your feet, twist, and lift it back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, twist again. So we're getting into the psoas here. And inhale, bring it back up. Good, lowering back down. Coming back into your butterfly. Flutter those knees again. Should feel a good bit of variation and opening here. All right, coming onto all fours. Keeping the back toes flattened to the mat and opening the knees nice and wide. Sinking the hips back for a wide-legged child's pose. Extending the arms out in front of you. You can bring your arms into a pillow for your forehead, or you can extend the arms long onto the ground. So you want to let your rib cage settle down in between your thighs. And breathe. You want to give me an assist? You want to get on my back? He loves to practice yoga. All right, shifting forward, back into tabletop, onto the hands and the knees. Coming through just a few rounds of moving the spine. So This is a movement called cat and cow, but really it should just be a movement of like, how can my spine bend? So sinking the belly and arching the back. And it's not just this part of the spine. You want to involve the neck as well as your upper back. All right, extend the hands forward. Curl the back toes under, lift the hips, and find that inverted V shape. Doesn't matter if the heels touch the ground, although you can play with sinking one heel and then the other. This is a lovely hamstring stretch. I like to anchor the heels and then take one behind the other and push back. That's really going to open up the back line of the leg. You also see I'm wiggling my hips from side to side here. Plant the heels, cross one behind the other, send the hips from side to side. Good, set the knees down. We're coming into pigeon pose. So this is a pretty challenging hip opener. So I'm going to take my left leg forward, bringing the knee to somewhere behind the elbow, and extending the right leg back. Triangles are really great in this pose. They fit right underneath the glute and the quad. This is a deep hip opener. You can lower down here. Let's say that you don't have this desire or range of motion. Another way to do this pose is to come into this, this is called deer, and just shift forward. So full pigeon or deer on both sides. Make sure you're breathing. So I'll show you pigeon the other way. So you can come into it from tabletop or from down dog. So again, you take the knee close to behind the elbow, other leg extends back, triangle slides in here and under the quad, and you can lower down, or you can come into that deer variation. I personally like deer more, especially if I know my hips are tight and I don't want to think a whole lot about my setup. You just fan the legs and hinge forward over the shin. And you'll feel this. You feel it in your IT band. You'll feel it in your piriformis. You'll feel it in all of the outside line of the leg. Good. And release. Bring your feet back into butterfly. Flutter those legs some more. Should notice a lot of improvement here. Okay, last thing we're going to work on is a heart opening variation. It's called fish pose. I love props for this variation, so I'm going to jump into this two ways. If you don't have props, the first way to get into fish is lowering down onto your elbows and then lowering down onto your shoulders. So you're coming into what would be a bridge position. You'll tuck your hands to underneath your butt and you'll pop up onto your elbows. So you got to walk your elbows in behind you. From there, you arch the chest and release the head back. Head may or may not touch the ground. This is fish pose. Big heart opener, great if you've been riding or hunched over, if you've been sitting at a computer. Take a few big breaths here. If you're like, oh, my arms don't do that, which is normal if you're not really flexible. Triangles can go behind you. We take the landmark, we put it down. And you stretch back. Same thing, a little more support. If you're on your elbows, come off. If you're on props, come off. Okay, the grand finale, pretend like there's a wall here. We want to finish with legs up the wall. So you've been riding, your legs have been working, they're tired. Extend them up a wall and let them drain. Excellent pose to do if you have insomnia, leg pain, cramping. If you work out a lot, if your legs are tired. You can also elevate the tailbone with triangles here. This feels great. 3 minutes. is a good idea for the length of a lymphatic drain. So, if you can stay with your legs up the wall for a while, set a timer, do some functional, slow, deep breathing. Inhale up to 5, hold to 5, exhale down to 5. You'll know it's working because your feet will start to get tingly, maybe even cold. Go ahead and release. Hug the knees into the chest. Give your low back a massage, rolling from side to side. If you want, you can finish with a spinal twist, dropping your knees to either side. Always nice when you get that final spinal adjustment. Both sides. And then up to seated. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this. There was a little bit of yoga triangle in there. There was a flow without props as well. I'm trying to produce more kind of prop agnostic content. Especially super grateful to everyone who's participating in the MS150 this weekend. I hope that you guys all have an incredible ride. And again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day.